Hey guys, welcome to Dreamcoin. It's Tyler again, and I just wanted to bring you a quick video on a stock that I've been watching for a little over a month now myself. I've had a few people reach out and try to talk to me about it, but I kind of wasn't too confident in it for a while just because it was on a severe decline since about January, February, and it looks like it's starting to make a very positive reversal coming off of the market being down and all the other stocks kind of rebounding, especially with the passing of the stimulus that went through today and Biden signing that. To not delay on giving you the information on this company, I'm bringing you Neovasc, and they trade under the ticker name NVCN. And this company is a Canadian-based kind of biotech company that serves the market that is very under-fulfilled right now of people struggling with either blood flow issues in their heart or just like angina, like a lot of chest pain due to different issues with like heart valves or blood vessels not being able to pump blood efficiently, different things like that. And so they've got a couple different products. They're looking to change how medical attention is viewed towards different heart conditions, especially those that usually would require surgery or there's not really a treatment for besides like medications that could also potentially damage other parts of the body or just not be nearly as effective as these treatments that they have are looking to be. I'm pulling this straight from their investor presentation that they put out around February, and this is basically the page that shows the breakdown of the two main products that they're working on right now. The Neovasc reducer, which is already out in the European market, and they're looking to try to push this through into the US. And they have Tiara, which is still in the clinical trial phase. There hasn't been full market release or anything on that. So this is a very good catalyst potentially going forward when this does get released, possibly gets both European approval and FDA approval going forward. And each of these does something different in each retrospect. So basically Neovasc would be inserted through a tube kind of inside of your neck, like just like an artery in your neck, and it would be trailed down through your body into your heart, and they would take that little silver thing there and it would expand, and this would basically help with increasing the pressure in part of the valves in your heart. What this would do is it increases the backflow of blood, allowing the body to more efficiently pump blood through the heart. And this would help relieve a lot of those pain issues people would have with angina and other complications that would coincide with that. Tiara would be for mitral valve disease, which is basically where your mitral valve becomes non-efficient, doesn't work anymore, that kind of thing. And generally what they would have to do is kind of just reroute things or pull from another valve and artery area to help make your heart work a little more efficient. And these generally kind of don't work after a period of time when they do these. And so this mitral valve replacement is a new technique that they're looking at where they would just give you an implant to replace this instead of pulling from other arteries and valves, which could potentially complicate the heart further. And this would make your heart work more efficiently over time and reduce a lot of those different complications that would come alongside that. And here, as you can see, this is one of their slides where they're talking about how the market for refractory angina is very underserved. Not only are a lot of these patients just given like medications or bypass surgeries or anything like that, this treatment so far in trials has shown to reduce hospital visits for them over time for each patient. The actual implant time when giving this treatment to patients is only about 30 minutes. They would essentially do a local anesthetic to insert this in. You don't have to go unconscious or anything like that, or they wouldn't have to cut open like any part of your body to insert this. And this would be able to set you up to have increased blood flow as time goes. And as you can see, the piece that they're inserting isn't very big. It basically takes like this whole area and expands it so that blood flow is a bit more efficient throughout your heart. And what this shows is that within 1 year before them doing this reducer treatment on the people that they studied before and after that they gave this treatment to, about 40% of the people that were subjects had been to an ER, an emergency department, within 1 year. The 12 months after, so the year after that they gave this reducer treatment, only 11% of subjects studied went to the emergency department for, you know, either like pain or any other sort of concern that would usually probably be alongside their angina that they're experiencing. Now, what also looks very promising for Neovasc is that their financing looks very nice as we go forward into the future. They've got about $72 million of capital raise that they have coming off of one of their most recent analyzing of their financials. And this kind of extended their bankruptcy risk from 4 months to 2 years or more. So this gives them a little more leeway in being able to spend a little more in research and development, in marketing, in just different things that would allow them to potentially, you know, negotiate with potential partners going forward. And so this is all very promising for Neovasc as a whole and as a company, especially with their very positive clinical trial results they're having, very positive on the market trials they're having outside of North America, where they're in other countries already putting into place some of their treatment options. The combination of the financials, the data that they've received from their treatments, and the fact that their market is underserved is a very big advantage for them going forward as we look at them as a company and a stock. As we look over here on the chart for Neovasc, this was their price going into after hours of today, March 11th. They ended the day at 1.36 after hours, which is pretty good considering back here on the 5th when the whole market was dipped, they were under $1. Seems like they're on a very nice upward reversal. They are starting to peak a little higher for their lows each day. This was kind of like a weird incidence, but this was pre-market the following day of this, and they peaked at 1.4, which is their highest in the past 5 days. And then if we zoom out on a longer term, you see they have been up to 2.4 before back in February, and then they also did peak at 3.1 back in a little earlier in February before they peaked at that 2.4 area. They have seen pretty decently high peaks before, and as you can see, they went up here, they were on a slow decline, and it appears they're on like a very nice reversal going over. And this is why I said I was concerned for a little bit, because they have been on a significant decline going past the last month, but I do see them rebuilding and touching that $2 range hopefully in the next couple weeks. And then there are a couple analysts that have price targeted them at $5. One specifically would be HC Wainwright. NVCN did also participate in the HC Wainwright convention that I was very high on, as I'm invested in AIKI and a couple of these other companies that were there as well. Seeing a lot of that, and the fact that especially that they presented there in HC Wainwright sees that they would be good at a $5 price target long range. This makes me very confident in the stock, especially coming off this reversal where they've been over the last bit of time. As you see, that's been very oversold now the past like month and a half as well, and it's been slowly making its way back to average. And as you can see with the average, it's going back up towards that high range. So like I said, it's going to see $2 in the next couple weeks, I'm very certain, especially with more people possibly getting in the market with the stimulus passing. And as they get their other treatment on the market, or, you know, even come out with the new treatments that they're studying, or just more positive data for the stuff they're working on, this is only going to be more significant upside for the company, especially with pending possible FDA approval coming in the near future when they submit it. And that's going to do it for me in this video, guys. I just wanted to get this out on Neovasc because like I said, I've been studying the company for a little while, was very interested in what they were doing, but I was concerned recommending it as a stock just because of their downtrend they've been on as a stock over the last couple months. And so what looks very promising is that reversal and their data going forward, and I feel more confident now kind of sharing with you the company as a whole. If you enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and go ahead and check out my other videos. I do have SEEL stock. That video, you know, a lot of people ignored me on that stock, but you know, I called it when it was a low at like $2.6, and then it's been running up over $3 the past couple days. Like earlier today after hours, it peaked over $3.50. So you could have made a quick buck on each share that you had if you'd invested in that. And I do see that company being over $6 longer term as well. I'll be putting a lot more effort in now that the market seems to be recovering a bit and stocks seem to be rebounding, especially small cap. And then alongside that, I'll be seeing about getting you some more educational stuff on how to find your own stocks and recharge and things like that going forward in the future. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.